Well, it has been wet, wet, wet over the last 30 days. I want to show you the 30-day rainfall. It's color-coded, this map. Now, where you see the light green is where you're looking at rainfall above normal. The dark green is where you've seen at least 2 to 3 times your normal amount of rain in a 30-day period. So if you think about this, in that dark green, you're looking at 2 to 3 months worth of rain. And a lot of that fell in the last 2 weeks. That's why we've been dealing with flash flooding. Take a look at what has happened so far July in Albany. 9.41 inches of rain, by the way. That is number 2. Second wettest July of all time, only behind 2009 where we had 9.91. And I think we're going to get a half inch of rain with our next system Thursday night into Friday. It won't be today. Frontal boundary moving east. We do have a system that brought some heavier rain down across the Delmarva Peninsula. That's going to exit, and then thunderstorms are going to be pushing south behind that later this afternoon and tonight. So the severe weather risk really down in the eastern parts of North Carolina and eastern Virginia. I think for much of the flooded areas from southeastern Pennsylvania to New England, I don't think we're looking at much rain, if at any rain, as we go through today. Now, temperatures, it's going to be humid, but because the clouds not as hot as we've seen, widespread 80s, so kind of typical, if not a little bit below normal for mid-July standards. All right, here's our next upper level low, north and west of Bismarck. That is going to bring our next cold front. That'll be Thursday night into Friday. We'll start getting the rains from west to east late Thursday, I should say, in western parts of New York State and Pennsylvania. Then the frontal boundary arrives on Friday. And again, I think we're looking at some areas of drenching thunderstorms, especially in that dark area. That does include Philadelphia, New York City, and up into the flooded areas in eastern New York State, or the saturated ground, I should say, eastern New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, western Connecticut, and western Massachusetts as well. So again, we're worried about the flooding resuming in these areas, especially in the dark green, where the ground is already so saturated.